In your opinion, what drives more people? Food as it is, good food, or all the rest? Architecture, ambience, image?
I think, putting my neck on the block, I think the architecture, the image, the promise is what drives the footfall the first time. What gets people to come back is the quality of what they do. So you can make a promise to people, you can say we're opening the best new restaurant, the best new shopping commercial centre, but if it takes 2 hours to get in because you've designed a really bad car park, yeah, and it takes 2 hours to get something to eat because you only got 3% of your floor space as food, people won't come back. So all of those things make the promise, but it's up to all of you to make the delivery happen every single day. And that's the detail that the leisure industry does. Because on a high day, when they're doing hundreds of thousands of people through a theme park, and on a low day, when they're doing a few thousand people through the theme park, the delivery is as good. And that's an art. It's not a science, it's an art to get that right.
I think we're talking about experience, about emotions, which is the only thing that nobody can control, basically. And everything you're talking about, the architecture, the feeling, the retailers, I think there's a lack in this market of coordination between the owners, the managers, and the retailers. Not only in F&B, but also in the fashion sector as well. But probably in F&B is more, it is more important because, precisely because of that experience. And it's complicated when you buy or you purchase a shopping center which has been neglected during the last 10 years, no capex, nothing. You need to change the architecture. You need to get retailers on board. You need to get managers on board. And it's a very complicated thing to do. And so it's not easy. And because you can find retailers who say, well, I've been here paying my rent for the last 5 years. I've seen nothing. Mm-hmm. My sales are not going up. Yeah. I'm not on board. So it's a challenging way, and it's a challenging issue in many shopping centres.
It's really hard because what you have to do is, exactly as Marta said, you've got to throw away so much of the established everything that when you buy that property that went with it. You know, and no disrespect to anybody, but when people say, you know, the architect that's working on this has been working in shopping centres for 30 years, is that actually a good thing?
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah? Is that a good thing? The people who are doing the shop fit, I mean, you're in a room today that's been done by Tetris, part of the JLL business. I had never heard of Tetris until we joined JLL. But I've been absolutely blown away by the quality of what they do in the workplace, in the office building space, and what they're doing in terms of tenant fit-out. And I thought I knew about restaurant fit-out. And these guys are amazing. So new is good, so long as it's controlled and it's managed in the right way. We are all going back to school. So it's really hard to get people to do things in a new way because they will always revert to type. And, you know, we've been around nearly, 27, 28 years. We've had to reinvent ourselves 3 or 4 times in that time to stay relevant. Because if you're not, nobody uses you anymore.